Hi, everybody. Howdy. Hope everybody's been having a wonderful week. Happy Sunday. Of course, it's Sunday night. You all know what that means. Howdy, Amber. Howdy, Doop Doop. What was I going to say? Because everything on our studio's computer got completely factory reset this morning, I don't know if I'm too loud, not loud enough, super quiet, how the game audio is going to be comparatively. So generally, I'll probably just need you to let me know, like, what the deal's going on, right? If everything's going to be okay, if I need to make any adjustments, I'll be happy to do so mid-match. How's everybody been? It's been a long week since I'd seen all of you all. Everybody's concerns, their messages, their words of safety towards our dear friend Bob have been heard, and in a bit, probably after our first few marbles matches, we're going to go ahead and listen. We're going to call in and hear from the man himself to just hopefully get a few answers to the questions you all have been asking, like how's he been, how's the MML, what does he think about the current season, all of that is wonderful questions that I know are on the forefront of everybody's minds. So we're going to keep all of that right under wraps and get that thing going for in a little bit. But before we even, before we check in on our dear friend Bob, I feel like it's more important that we check in on all of you. How are you? You been well? Everybody have a good week this week? Get into any good shenanigans? You already know that I've been doing all right myself. Hey, there's Woodsy. Howdy, Woods. Yeah, I saw you were hanging out in the pre-live chat, the green room, just sort of off to the side. And I'm glad that you've been as excited as ever to get into it. As normal, we're also gonna be hanging out in our marbles race tonight. So if you guys want to go ahead and vote, you certainly can. Just !vote and a number, and you'll get yourself a good old map for us to go through. We'll be doing that in the meantime. But of course, I was just wondering, what's going on? I say living in offline chat. You got yourself a nice campfire set up. We love to see it. Very exciting. I hope it treats you well and that you are able to stay warm, of course. In the meantime, let me find... I remember what I was doing. Just sending out a message to some friends of mine. All right. So, man, oh man. All right. I tell you what, I put my marble in the garage, got it polished and ready to go. So MML, watch out. MML is ready for it. Everybody, beware. We're going to have a big old challenger. Howdy, Governor 021. Hope you've been having a wonderful time. Man, oh man. Let's see. Yeah, we had some pretty good races last week. I think in this time leading up, of course, to our Grand Prix. Don't worry, all of those votes are still going to be maintained, so haven't forgotten. We aren't losing everything. I just wanted to take a look at our local leaderboard that happened to be wiped in between the factory reset of last week and this week. So, seems as if we made a little bit of an oopsie. MML, we're just gonna plant this thing right here. MML, yeah, Hilo Circuit 2022. Go ahead and click confirm there. We're gonna enable that. We want to view it. Well, I do want to use custom points. Yeah, so in first place, we're gonna have don't even remember. It's like 15. Second place, it's 10, or 12, I think, if I remember this correctly. This is the third time we've had to recreate this thing. I'm so sorry. Fourth, we'll do then 7. That off podium spot. Fifth is going to be 4. And then 3, 2. I think, you know what? That actually looks pretty good to me. Yeah, so RIP standings. Yeah, that's completely my bad. You know, of course, the studio went through a bunch of changes over the weekend, so we lost a good bit of belongings. Whoops. Oh, well, nothing that we can't recover from. Thankfully, we were able to quickly turn around and get it after 1 week as opposed to many other weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in a few other random races here and there, just so we can get everything going. And it looks like we're going to have a smaller crowd today. So, you know, first time, of course. This is going to be a wonderful opportunity for all of us to be able to snatch up as many marble circuit points as we possibly could grab. Don't forget, we're not doing weighted mode, so you don't have to worry about any weights. But if you look on to the left and the right, you can see what marbles you want. And if you want to use a particular skin, you definitely can. Hey, KK Fusion, hope you've been well. What map is this one? I believe this is the one you said. This is Coils of Power. And also, howdy, Julie PTC. Welcome to the Marble Circuit. Let's see. If I tab, maybe we can do a little bit of a flyby at the beginning here. There's our 7 competitors. 7 is the perfect number because it means everybody who finishes should get points. But as we look down here, we can see all of these coils. I wonder how they actually affect the gameplay. These are going to be our main obstacles to sort of fly around. Lots of spirals, lots of obstacles to bump into, little breaking blocks. And then, of course, towards the bottom, we have one finish line that does not seem to move. So, a fairly straightforward course. I would love to see if Doof finds a way to die on this one. But we'll go ahead and say, if you're just now joining us in chat, feel free to pop in. Hey, Lazy Gamer. Howdy, Billy. Hope you've been doing well. Billy's a longtime marbler. Been hanging out with us for a little bit. Exclamation point play and a marble skin is all you need in order to get this thing going. But it looks like things are going to be going perfectly well for all of us. We have 8 marblers ready and raring to go. And you know what? I think we should go ahead and start this race. You know, we can keep gathering people in as we continue to go. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and throw this thing off. Howdy. Stole a peach from downstairs, so you're gonna get to see all sorts of juicy goodness as I take a little nibbling into this. But how you been, Billy? How you been, KK? Hope you've all been doing well. Juicy. All right. Going down the tunnel, we have our first few competitors making it out of the loop. Looks like we have the Lazy Gamer, followed by KK Fusion, Amber, and... oh, well, it seems I spoke a little bit too soon, because Lazy Gamer did find a way to die on this, as it looked like a coil absolutely stabbed and shocked Billy, throwing him right off of the course. Which leaves us down to 7. That is Doof Badoofin first, followed by... no, I'm sorry. Oh, well, Woods is dead too. Oh, there we go. Doof did manage to find a way to die here. It seems as if this course is a killer, the one that Amber selected. But I say that, it seems to be doing extraordinarily well in her favor, as she has now gone from a solid maybe 2nd, 3rd, maybe even 4th place to the one, the only, 1st place, you know. Right ahead of KK Fusion, and on the other side of the track, it looks like just barely ahead of Governor and Julie PTC, of course. 2 of the 5 remaining contestants here. Oh, I spoke too soon. KK Fusion has also died, and it looks like Hilo has died. So it is just the 3 pink names remaining. It is Amber, Julie PTC, and Governor. And it's going to be very exciting to see who's going to make it down to the bottom first, or is anybody going to get zapped and absolutely sent to their demise in the same fashion that everybody else in the league has so far. Amber did get zapped. It looks like same with Julie PTC. But nobody has died yet. Julie very strategically navigates through 2 of the blocks, breaking some of the others, and then body blocking Amber, so that Amber has a harder time getting down to the bottom of the course. Hey, Krypton, hope you've been doing well. Many marbles have been zapped, including 3rd place, Governor 0-1. All of that polish seems to be reflecting the lightning bolts out of the air. Oh my goodness, Julie PTC is dead, and Amber again has been just absolutely eliminating all competition. If anybody gets too close to Amber, it seems as if Amber's going to be sending a little bolt your way just to send you straight off the course. Man, oh man. Wow. I don't think we've ever had such a high, or such a high, I want to say a low completion rate and a high death rate on a map that isn't one that is meant to be a troll. So it's very exciting to see that 6 people have died, and Amber 311 is going to be the first one to finish, followed by Governor. It looks like Governor's going to be able to make it unless any of these lightning bolts have anything else to say. And it seems that that's the case, so congratulations to Amber 311 getting a first place finish, followed by Governor, and then RIP everybody else. That's going to be some nice points for Amber and Governor. Meantime, I'm taking another bite. Hope you all been well. Go ahead and pop in now. Nothing in the world beats the flavor, the juiciness, and the taste of a good old Georgia peach, let me tell you. If you buy peaches from any other state, you best get up on out of here. Let me tell you. You just gotta, there's the door. Over there. Alright. Here we go. Starting off the season, the new season, third season around. Literally cannot eat peaches anymore unless they're a Georgia peach. These are a delicacy where I come from. And I come from Georgia. Alright, let's go ahead and get new marbles in. This is a course that we've all seen before. This is Mountain Pass. This is a staple on the channel. We've been through this one hundreds of times. And honestly, you know, you're going to be way less likely to die on this course, let me tell you. So, should be very exciting here. We have 8 competitors, similar to how we did last time. And I'm going to go ahead and click start so that we can get this thing underway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll go after this first Grand Prix. Don't forget, stick around because we have a message from Bob who wanted to give you all a little bit of an update in regards to where he's been, how things have been going on, and we're going to be calling in with him live. So, you know, there will be plenty of opportunity for us to just check in on him because I know everybody was so worried. But don't worry, Bob is in a fairly good place right now. And there is nothing to worry about. All right. So we are entering into the pachinko machine. If we all remember what our good friend Governor 021 said last week, you know, the pachinko is where he shines. So it'll be very interesting to see if he's going to be the first one out. Not quite, but honestly, that was pretty good clearage time for the casino. And very strategic in the sense that he's actually letting everybody go ahead and break these boulders before he has to get to them, slowing them down and sliding right on past. Doof Doof Badoof, Amber, Lazy Gamer, KK Fusion, and Governor are our top 5 right now. That is Krypton002, Julie PTC, and Hilo Vids in the rear. Just barely behind everybody else. Currently in first is KK Fusion. This is their second week with us here in the Hilo circuit for 2022. But really, ultimately, you know, that last week just seemed to be preseason, considering that all of the records were lost and we're completely starting from scratch. So, you know, it's like thinking that this is week 1, and it seems that a new competitor has really found herself in the lead here for week 1, and that is going to be again. Where is she? Amber! Amber has been leading this course for the majority of time, and if it weren't for these rocks kind of holding her here, you know, she would have started to build a fantastic lead over second place competitors like Governor 021, Hylovids, Doof Doof Badoof, Julie PTC, Krypton. Look at everybody getting caught up, allowing KK Fusion and the Lazy Gamer to break ahead of the pack and to start to move on ahead. Seems as if the rocks have cleared, however. Now they're slowly coming back in. And now, again, caught up are the 2 white names on the left versus sort of all the pink names heading over to the right. Let's see here. There is, I keep selecting Amber by accident. And there's Krypton, all of them getting nestled in. But if we look at the other side, the Pachinko King himself, Governor 021, is just barely getting caught up on some rocks further down the course. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, Are they going to clear in time? No. And the sort of bobsledding crew of Lazy Gamer, Krypton, Hilo Vids, Amber, and crew have now broken free and are moving on further down the race. It looks like somehow, though, Amber's been bumped into what looks like a shortcut. And if all things go well, she should be able to shoot straight through. I don't know if she's going to be able to. And nab... Oh, well, we've still got a good bit of race. It's too early to say. There's Doof dead somehow. What happened? What? Huh? Too early to say who's going to be nabbing first. But it does look like we have a Hilo Vids finish. So Hilo Vids is going to be nabbing first, followed by Krypton and Lazy Gamer getting caught up on these rocks. KK Fusion, Governor, and Julie PTC. And it seems as if I absolutely jinxed Amber, who's now being constantly swept away by the snowflake. What was a shortcut seemed to turn into a long cut here, and it seems like it's going to be a little bit of time before anything else happens. Oh, the rocks have cleared, and it looks like it's going to be KK Fusion nabbing second place. It looks like, although some things could change, it is Julie PTC in third, followed by Krypton Gamer in fourth, Governor 021 in fifth, the Lazy Gamer, and now Amber broke free from the snowflake. No boulders are in her path unless she somehow flies off the course, which she does. She does. I don't even have to finish my sentence and say not. She does fly off the course. R.I.P. Amber. And congratulations to Hilo Vids, KK Fusion, Julie PTC, Krypton Gamer, Governor, and the Lazy Gamer for finishing up race number 2. Moving on, of course, to race number 3, which is, I think this is one that Doof picked. I don't remember who picked this one. This is Love is in the Air. Whoever our third picker was, then they grabbed here race number 3. All right. 7 competitors joining us so far, myself included. Pick the water park. Wonderful choice. For those who weren't here last week, the water park is a phenomenal course. This is not that bad. Very interesting one, but just wait till you get to the water course. All right. Hope we don't see any... Can't even finish that sentence. I was going to say, hope you don't see any peach juice dripping down my chin. Because I'm just kind of awkwardly eating this treat. I kind of view this as like a hydrate myself. Because it's so... This peaches are so juicy and water-filled that I feel like I'm just downing like an entire bottle of water, of course. All right, Love is in the Air. With 8 marblers ready to go, 9 viewers in chat. Thank you all for joining us on this wonderful Sunday evening. Let's go ahead and start this thing off. 10 seconds. Let's see where we land. While I try to successfully grab the pit out of this peach. Anybody want a seed? We're going to place that off to the side. Just so, of course, I can consume the rest of this. All right, what is happening? Who's in first? KK Fusion. First to make it down the pachinko machine, followed by, Krypton Gamer sliding into first. Let's update that. There's Krypton moving around here. But it seems like all of these turns are really changing up the leaderboards. Who once was in first, KK Fusion and Krypton, have been overtaken by Amber. And it looks like over on the other side, Governor 021 was the only competitor to take the left tumbler and use it as the route of choice, as opposed to everybody else who took the one on the right. It seemed to do fairly well for Governor, placing him now in a solid 4th place positioning. But with many combs to be had, anything could happen here. It was a nice strategic one bounce, but he's just barely going to clear it, and he doesn't have the speed to move on. So, your old news now, Governor. We're going straight over to the Lazy Gamer to see what's happening here. Lazy Gamer has a little bit of a lead over everybody else, and is the first to enter into the heart-shaped cylinder? Heart-shaped container, I guess one could say. and is going to bounce right into this funnel. Doesn't have to have the best funnel exit time because everybody else is oh so very far behind. Oh, goodness. Governor and KK Fusion have now fallen to their death. I am trying to eat a little bit of this peach, but I recognize I need to make sure that my mouth is not full before I start speaking, because I will just disgust each and every one of you out of here. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and chew my food, swallow my food, and then continue commentating. So, 3 deaths have been had. Doof Doof Badoof, Governor, and KK Fusion. Doof Doof Badoof, I have no clue how you managed to do it. And it looks like it just leaves the Lazy Gamer, Amber321, Hilo Vids, Woods, and Krypton last in play. Julie PTC, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to wait just a little bit to get to the next course. But Lazy Gamer's going to be finishing in first, followed by Amber. Hilo Vids in third. Krypton in fourth. And 5th place goes to the one, the only, Woods. Doof Doof Badoof, I believe this is your 3rd death. Let's see here. 3rd death so far. The only person not to get any points out of these 3 races. Legitimately, it is your superpower. And I you know, there are 3 consistent things in this world, and that's going to be death, taxes, and the 3rd, of course, being a doof doof badoof death on, of course, any and all of our Hilo Circuit seasons. Why is this? Please don't tell me. No, that's Marvel. I don't know half the things that are presented to me when it comes to Marvel racing on Marbles on String, but it's going to be a good old time regardless. All right, 10 of you viewers hanging out with us in chat. Now is your time to join, so if you want to type !play, you'll get your very own marble in the race. Don't think you can clip onto the pool deck anymore, so I think I should get points this time. For your sake, Doof Doof, I really hope you do, but I'm gonna hold my breath before I say anything else. All right, so. Looking at everybody's names, we have Julie PTC, Doof Doof Badoof, Hilo Vids, Governor021, Krypton002, Woods, Woods, and then KK Fusion and Amber311, all figuring out which path they want to go down. It looks like Doof Doof Badoof going down this purple path. I feel like of all of the ones where you could fall off, there's Lazy Gamer joining us as well. Of all the ones you could fall off, I could see purple being close to him, but I feel like it would be, ultimately, it would be orange that would pose itself to be the biggest threat. Just kind of being launched up in that general direction. I could see that being a bit difficult to manage. Maybe blue with the shark. Maybe the shark just has fairly bad indigestion that day and won't let you out, if you know what I'm saying. So that certainly could be one, but I'm just looking for ways to die, but I know that that's not going to help, because Doof Doof is going to be the one who looks for the best way to die, and is actually going to find it and present it to us. So, we're going to go ahead and start our race for today. Also, I have a question for those Twitch aficionados, those Twitchianados out there. When it comes to tags on Twitch now, because, you know, they changed up tags, do we know what, like, is there a playing with viewers tag? Like, is it still just playing no space with viewers, no spaces? Or like, do I need to rethink my marketing strategy now that nobody looks at the playing with viewers tag anymore? They are off, folks. Probably needed to zoom in a little bit more. Governor and Julie PTC are taking up this very large green elevator, followed by Amber and Woods, which leads into a nice funnel. This is sort of like a lazy river thing going on here. And speaking of lazy river, on the Lazy Gamer is hanging out close to Doof Doof Badoof, Hilo Vids, and everybody else, who are actually taking a fast pass, just an absolute fast track, to the end of the course, way before anybody else does. But it seems like they're just getting a little bit slowed down here. KK Fusion and Woods are able to then catch up, making it essentially a 5-horse race. It is Woods, Hilo Vids, sort of bouncing around in first place. It looks like Woods is just barely sliding into the first. Ooh, but it's the speed game. Julie PTC actually did not have enough speed, didn't land fast enough, and it's going to be Woods nabbing first, Julie PTC in second. Hilo Vids in third, Doof, Lazy Gamer in fourth, finally a Doof Doof Badoof finish in fifth, KK Fusion in sixth. Then it's going to be Governor 021 and a battle for last between Krypton and Amber, but it looks like Krypton is getting caught up here, and instead it's going to be Amber finishing 8th, 9th place going, of course, to Krypton Gamer. And that's all she wrote. Yes, sir! Woods is nabbing that. And oh, now that we look at it, seeing that Woods has 47 points, do you guys mind? Let's get a 47 in chat. Can we get a 47 in chat? For all of those viewers out there who love the number 47, myself included. Let's get some 47s. You have a wonderful night, Krypton. Thank you so much for joining us. Come back anytime. We'll see you next week. Right here, same channel, on the Hilo circuit. There they are. Get those 47s in here. Hey, yo. Congrats on the 47 points. On to race number 5. We have Castle Siege. Castle Siege we have not seen in a long time. This is going to be great. There's Julie PTC. Hilo Vids coming in. Hey, Chris New 342. Welcome on over to the Hilo circuit presented by the MML. My name is Hilo Vids. My name is Tim. I have no clue who Hilo Vids is. And I'm going to be your commentator for today's events. Welcome, Amber. What brings you here to the Hilo circuit? All right. Now that my peach has been utterly consumed, there are no distractions keeping me from providing to you all the world's greatest commentary. You playing marbles on stream? I am playing marbles on stream. That is a fact. Or is that what you mean? What brings you to the Hilo circuit? Either way, we're we love to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Come on in, folks. If you want to join us, all you have to do is tap !play and a number referring to the number skin that you would like to be working with. I completely forgot to change up my settings. I know that, the conundrum we had in the studio regarding all of our computers prevented me from changing the command so that you could see all of the beautiful marbles that we allot to our subscribers on the right. So, I apologize for not getting that sorted out. Hopefully we'll get that all going by next week. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and begin this thing. Unless there's any reason in particular I should not. We're going to go ahead and start. But if you're just now joining us, you should be able... Gotta go ahead and get that Hilo Vid patented 25-second countdown because we're going to start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're beginning the countdown, and if you're just now joining us, you still have the opportunity to play by just typing in the command. You've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We sort of give you the all-call warning, then we get that thing going. Just like that, folks. Woods was able to make it in right at the last second. And brought our total up to, I believe, 9 marblers for today. Excellent. All right, going down the pachinko machine. It is going to be Amber in first place, followed by Governor. Then we have our newcomer, Chris, potential rookie, all getting passed up by the one, the only, where was it? Woods. Did you see the speed at which Woods had in overtaking everybody there? Placing him solidly in second place. I guess second, almost in the third. Right behind Doof Doof Badoof, Hilo Vids, and in first place, Amber. Amber, who seems to have a wonderful rendition of the MML logo there. I have no clue what all the other little comments mean, but this is one of the most creative communities in the entire world, let me tell you what. So thank you so much, Amber, for that. the MML appreciates the support. And then, of course, in it's sort of like a 3-horse race, but of course anything could happen, as one bad meteor could be the death of anybody in first. So let's look towards the rear to see who has the opportunity to overcome everybody else. We got Governor in 4th place. Just barely catching up with Doof Doof. Successfully navigates around the rocks that Doof Doof got caught up on. And now it's Hilo Vids first, Amber second, Governor third. And then we have Julie PTC and Chris new. And it looks like Chris just absolutely bodied Julie, sending her flying and throwing her right into the right wall here. Where she just kind of is going to be bouncing around. Wood's having a hard time with these rocks here. Get it? Because rocks are hard. And slapping right into them. Now is just slowly taking his time to taking his time to fly off the edge and give up. Hey, to go hang out with KK Fusion, I suppose. And then in 7th place, all the way towards the rear, in the last place, worthy of points for the Hilo circuit, we have Lazy Gamer, who's hanging out way back here. And if he successfully navigates around all these rocks, it could pose no challenges to everything else. Wow, it is a fight for second. Seems as if Hilovitz has already finished, but it's going to be Governor body blocking Chris, and then Amber and Doof Doof, all trying to gain momentum and fight for this final push in order to nab 2nd place and get themselves up on that podium. It looks like, unless somehow Governor's able to maintain more momentum, it's going to be Chris in 2nd, followed by Governor in 3rd, Doof 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 in 4th, Amber in 5th, Julie PTC. I don't really see a way that Julie could lose this, but I've been certainly wrong before. And then it's going to be the Lazy Gamer, who has to outrun the wall. This flame wall is slowly approaching. And it's now all down to Lazy Billy in order to outrun the wall and to make it in for those sweet 7th place points. Points are points at the end of the day. So honestly, as long as you're not KK Fusion or Woods, I would be smiling here, because with the lower player pool compared to last week and weeks that we've had prior at the Hilo circuit, anything could happen. And each of these points is just going to edge you up ever so slightly ahead of your competitors. So, congrats to Hilovids, Chris, Governor, Doof Doof Badoof, Amber, Julie, and Billy in that order. And we get to go to the Boomerang, a lap-based course, one of my favorites in particular. We've done the paperclip before, we've done the Boomerang, we've done the Delta, but now we're revisiting the Boomerang with the opportunity to get some nice lap-based competitions going on here. All right. There we are. So, how's everybody been? No blimp cam. So yeah, what was that race that we did? Because it was a new one. It wasn't Delta, it wasn't Paperclip, it wasn't Boomerang. It was just its own track, right? And it had the blimp cam, which was spectacular. Excuse me. MLPA Raceway. Got it. MMLPA Raceway. So proud of the MML. All right. So, if you're just now joining us, be sure to type !play and a number. Get your very own marble in this race here. And you'll have the opportunity to win all sorts of Hilo Circuit points, in a very good spot. So, let's see here. All right. I believe with all 7 of us queued up and ready to go, let's go ahead and get this thing going. 109876543321. If you want to join, just type !play. You'll get your very own marble thrown into this race here. But and folks, they are off. This is going to be a 3-lap competition heading around the boomerang, which, if you could not guess by the name of it, is shaped in the shape of a boomerang. Wait. Oh, doof doof badoof. My dear friend. I am ecstatic to hear that you are wrong. Because we actually have the opportunity, probably brand new, to go on the blimp cam. And in this case, we get to see that Governor is in first place, followed by Julie PTC. Cut my teeth in the Hilo 500. I forgot about that. I am made for these styles of racing, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. For those who are unfamiliar, of course, earlier in the year, I guess that was technically last year, we had an event called the Hilo 500 that we will be doing later this year as well. 500 laps around this course. Winner takes all. Gets all kinds of points for the Hilo circuit, and I think this year, since we're doing points a little bit differently, we'll have to come up with a little trophy. We'll just have to get a little, like a little plaque or something, or if down to even like a little Steam gift card or something. Some kind of fun edit to celebrate the victor of the Hilo 500. But we'll think about that for the future. In the past, we need to take a look at everything that's going on here in the boomerang, where we have first place going to Governor 021, followed by second place, looks like it's going to be Hilo Vids, Julie PTC in third, but keeping up with a good bit of momentum, and then Doof Doof Badoof in fourth, trying to break onto that podium somehow. Behind that, we have KK Fusion, we have Chris, and we have Amber 311. As for this competition, looks like Governor has built such a lead that the blimp cam is only showing him moving forward. And he, just as he described himself, he's built for these kinds of track and lap-based racing. So, it's more than anything, it's a bit of a stamina preserve, just to maintain that sort of speed over a longer distance. Something the likes of which Hilo Vids, Julie, Chris, Amber, KK just haven't seen or haven't been prepared for in a good bit, right? Instead, it's going to be... Ooh, wow. Yeah, Governor in first. We have seen some good high play from... Oh, just barely. Doof Doof Badoof gets edged out by Hilo Vids. Then we have Julie PTC in fourth, Chris in fifth, Amber in sixth, and KK Fusion in seventh. Congratulations to our 7 competitors, our 7 finishers. And looking at it, again, points are points. For the Hilo circuit, getting 7th is the same regardless if we have 700 people or just 7 people. So, right as we see here, KK Fusion, you're still going to be getting some points for the circuit. And that might just edge you up over another competitor here. As we head into our penultimate race, we're going to be doing, so our plan for today, as you all are typing join, we're going to do this 8-race Grand Prix, which is actually almost over. And then we're going to call Bob, see how he's been doing for a little bit, talk in with Bob to get his update. And then we'll probably do another 4-race Grand Prix. Vote, Amber. 4-race Grand Prix just to kind of sign off. It's been a fairly long day, been doing a lot of things, so we actually need the studio space for another show that's going to be being held somewhere else. So we're going to have to break down our set a little bit earlier today just so that we can, rest for the evening and get ready for this Wednesday. This Wednesday, folks, we're going to be doing our friend lock. Never forget that our Hilo Vids friend lock is going to be taking place this Wednesday, where all sorts of kooky Pokemon are going to be hanging out together while we try to take on the world and obliterate Soul Silver, which is as a Nuzlocke. So essentially, 1 life, 1 kill. Catch rate is going to be turned all the way up to 100, and we're going to figure we're going to be having a nice event there, filled to the brim with competition and love and fun. So I highly recommend you come and check it out if you haven't thought about it already. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this thing going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We are going to be off. So, if you're just now joining us, you still have the opportunity to play. Don't worry, just type !play in chat, and we will throw you right on in there. Here they go. Into the funnel tumbler. We got a bigger funnel. Then we have a water wheel towards the end. And we're going to see what's going on here. All right. In first place, we have Chris. Followed by, well, I guess it's too early to say who exactly is in first place. Because they're all just trying to fall down the drain here. If I had to guess, I would say KK Fusion, Hilo, or Governor's in first. And it looks like it's going to be Hilo breaking away. Sort of getting past the point of no return, and being the first, alongside KK Fusion and Governor, to enter into the tumbler. KK Fusion has built a good bit of... Oh my goodness. Speaking of building up speed, Governor built up a good bit of bad speed and went too fast, saucing and tossing himself right on out of our bingo ball and throwing himself into the great abyss, leaving KK Fusion... Ooh, almost leaving KK Fusion almost with the opportunity to take a very interesting shortcut here, but KK's not going to be able to do it, and it's going to be Julie PTC. Oh, wait. Oh, Chris was just a little too short, and although did fly off course, flew back in further up the track and was not able to utilize that shortcut themselves. So it's going to be Amber, Julie, PTC racing for first and second, followed by Hylovids in third, Chris in fourth, and then if we take a look at fifth, Doof Doof is just now entering the cannon, knowing Doof Doof. Ooh, I was going to say knowing Doof Doof. They're going to be dying here, but it looks like Doof Doof instead is going to be living and moving down the race with hopefully the opportunity to catch up and beat all these other competitors. But with Julie, PTC, and Amber gunning it for first and second, doesn't look like it's going to be a top 3 podium finish because Hilo Vids is nabbing that third spot. And with Chris in fourth, it looks like Doof Doof is going to be last of the competitors, but first in our hearts. And still nabbing those 5th place points, which is going to be wonderful. Governor did indeed just barely forgot to do the race part. Just the ready and the raring. And the strategizing, because that was a pretty good skip. Just not quite what was needed, I'd say, for the event. So, that leaves our 7 competitors. Amber, Julie PTC, Hilo Vids, Chris, Doof Doof Badoof, KK Fusion, and Governor. In 1st through 7th, in that order. So then, we have one final race for this Grand Prix, wrapping up our 8 races for this evening. It's going to be the lucky few. I guess wrapping up our 8 race Grand Prix, because we still are going to do 4 races after we call up Bob. Let's see what we've got going on here. We have Governor joining us, Doof Doof Badoof, Julie PTC, KK Fusion, bringing us up to 5. Myself is in there. I'll go ahead and do Tab and Alt so we can see everybody's names and where they're located. Aha! There they are. Chris up top, bringing us up to a total of 6. And can we get 7? Ideally, we'd like to see 7 so we can get a full podium finish. But let's see here. All right. Four lurkers in chat. Just hanging out. Not ready to play. Get in here, folks. All you gotta do is type !play and then go back to doing whatever you were doing. It's the best lurking game because you don't gotta do anything. And I will talk about you for hours on end. It's the most sort of real time we'll be spending here. It's just, I'm just gonna be gushing about you. Think of it like I don't know. There's a line here I could follow. I felt like the comedic bits didn't really outweigh all of the others. There's Woodsy. Hey, Woodsy. Welcome for joining us. All right, that brings us up to a total of 7. So let's go ahead and get this thing started with a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You doggy. All right. So, 7 competitors, 7 viewers, 100% turnout rate. Love to see it. There's Amber bringing it up to 8. Out of nowhere, in the final moments, in the heated moments of battle, everybody figured out exactly what was going on, was able to get their marble in here, and is now able to compete for the chance at glory, fame, and more. Henry Cavill fan is in chat. Everybody, if you have not followed Henry Cavill fan, I highly recommend you do it. So shout out to Henry Cavill fan. Is that the channel? Oh, I think there's 2 L's in there. Henry Cavill fan. Check him out. Makes pretty good videos. I feel like there was a number. I feel like there was a number in Henry Cavill fan's name, but I genuinely don't remember. Hi, howdy, Rouse man. Thank you for joining us. You're just barely too late, but don't worry, we're gonna have some more races in a bit, and we actually have we're gonna be hearing a conversation from Bob. So you've come at the wonderful time. How was your Clash event? Hopefully that went well. In the meantime, we get to check things out. 16. Okay. Got it. Henry Cavill fan 16. Everybody go shout out to Henry Cavill fan 16. Shout out Henry Cavill fan 16. Bro, that is wonderful, Riles, man. I hope you get the opportunity to get some more dubs in Clash in a bit. You know, honestly, we got to try it out at some point. We're going to go 5-5 if I had to take a guess. Or 5-7, 7-1, 7-none, 30-2. That's gonna be us team, and you know we're gonna absolutely dominate the league. Oh my goodness, doof just got returned to sender. Who's a big fan of our show? Shout out sender. Doof actually was thrust out of the competition, bringing it down to 7. Only 7 folks remain, and it's going to be Governor way in first, followed by Chris, who's just now making it out of the comb. Julie, PTC, and Woods also making it. Then we have Hilo Vids, KK Fusion, and now Amber. Amber's going to get caught up there in a bit. So, let's check in on Governor as he enters into the bingo ball. It's getting kind of sauced and tossed a little bit, but it looks like, oh, Woods is right there with him. Both of them just exited the bingo ball at the same time. It kind of ate a little bit of Governor's lead, but it looks like this is going to be a Governor first place finish, as there are no major obstacles in the way. So, Governor in first, Woodsy bruv in second. It's going to be Julie PTC in third, is my guess, followed by Chris in fourth, Hilo Vids in fifth, and KK Fusion in 6th. In regards to 7th, oh my goodness, Amber, I am so sorry that we chimed in on you right now, making it out and through. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a display of marbling quite like this. Amber is shocked and awed. Amber is just sort of out of it. Oh my god, no way. Oh, just barely missed. That would have been, I would have taken it all back. I would have taken every single bad word I said about Amber back in that moment if Amber had just managed to land in the thing there, but in the little basket. However, since Amber didn't, I gotta say, we gotta be working on that. Welcome everybody. You came right on time for the end of our first Grand Prix, so thank you all for tuning in. Let's go ahead and see where our standings were and who's going to be taking what place on the podium. In third place, we have no one. What happened there? That was lame. Was it just nothing? No? Well, it looks like it was going to be first place Hilo Vids, second place Governor, third place Julie PTC, but what the heck, y'all? That's absolutely wild. So shout out to Governor, Julie, and Amber, I guess, for grabbing first, second, third in regards to players that aren't me and the Hilo Vid studio. But hey, you know, at the end of the day, we all know what happens. Who knows what's going on? Every game I touch seems to be breaking. MML, We'll certainly recognize you, Governor. Don't worry, your time will be coming soon. But hey, take a look at that. Doof doof badoof. 0 wins, 4 eliminations, 8 races. Same with KK Fusion. It seems like we have 2 best buddies hanging out right around here with similar stats. 20 points and 25 points, respectively. The most eliminations of any Marbler so far. So, I think it's time. We're going to actually go ahead and call up my dear friend Bob. Tim broke the league, and yeah, we're all the way back to 0. But don't worry. Week 2. This is officially week 1. No, this is us moving forward. There's going to be no problems whatsoever. Let's go ahead and call Bob. And we're gonna see how he's been doing. Because I know that everybody's been expressing their concern in regards to where he's been in the past few days. So we're gonna just get a nice conversation going. And the MML has allotted us some screen time to be able to check in on Bob even while he's off on his extended vacation. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. 1 second, y'all. All right, folks. Here I am on the line currently with Bob, and I'll try to make sure that the phone is in an appropriate position, close enough to the microphone so you can hear everything that I'm saying. Hey, Bob. So the people have been absolutely dying to know, how have you been?
I'm so happy that Mega Marble League Racing is back. I am ecstatic, Tim. Like, gosh dang, man. I never thought we would be back here in a million years, man. You know, Mega Marble League is crazy. It was crazy the last few years that we've had these events, and I'm just happy that it's back so everyone can have a good time.
That is so wonderful. Thank you, Bob. How have you been?
Really enjoying Mega Marble League's acquisition. You know, I feel like this studio, this company brings in a lot of new stuff that you know we just didn't have last year, and I feel like it'll spice things up a little bit. You know, I'm really happy about it.
I completely agree. Do you have any front runners for this year's competition?
Any front runners? Front runners for this competition? Well, I know that Doof Doof was in the event last week, if I remember correctly.
That she was.
Doof Doof has always been my top pick. But other than that, I'd say Jerry Wave has a pretty good shot. You know, if Jerry Wave is in there.
Shout out to Jerry Wave.
That, I don't know. Other than those two, I think those two are my top runner-ups for all time. You heard it here first. All time. Doof Doof and Jerry. Can't be beat.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't go without saying that I don't want to be too biased now. I don't want to be too biased because I am a commentator. I'm just not there right now. I'm on vacation. But hopefully I'll be back soon. You know, hopefully my flight don't get canceled now. But yeah, you know, I'm just glad that everything's back and everyone's having a good time.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's the heart, spirit, the soul, mind, body, you name it. That's what it's all about. But thank you, Tim.
No,
I hope to see all y'all soon.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. I think you said it well. You got all of the heart, soul, and everything else really summarized there. Man, it was wonderful to hear from our dear friend Bob, who's just been such a wonderful commentator on the league, of course, hanging out with myself. But so in regards to competition and predictions, it seems as if Bob is really looking forward to Jerry Wave and Doof Doof Badoof as the front runners. This could be Jerry Wave's MVP season, and with all of the sort of blemishes of last week sort of wiped away, it seems like Doof Doof and Jerry Wave could be positioning themselves to make that push in the way that we expect, that Bob exactly was expecting. So, man, Yeah, Bob is just on vacation. You have nothing to worry about. Bob will be back eventually. We at the MML here promise that Bob will be back. And it's gonna be a wonderful time when Bob does make it around. So enjoy your prolonged vacation, Bob. If you're still watching this broadcast, maybe. And we definitely hope to see you soon. So, yeah, I think that's a good sort of understanding of exactly where we are now. Let's go ahead and turn it back around to our final Grand Prix for the evening. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a tad bit of a shorter stream. So we'll open up the Grand Prix. We're going to allow votes, so if you want to vote on the maps that you're going to use, and we're going to make this one a little bit shorter, which again leads to a very short stream, but short and sweet is the best way to do it. Keep them wanting more. Let's go ahead and accept some votes on your favorite Grand Prix racing locations, the ones that you want to see the most, and then we'll continue from there, do our Grand Prix, and we'll talk about the Friend Lock coming this Wednesday on Hilo Vid's channel. The Friend Lock. Something we've been looking forward to for a little bit of time, and something that's going to be a lot of fun. So go ahead and do exclamation point vote and a number. Get your very own custom picked, hand picked course in here into the race, and we'll be able to continue from there. So, man, wonderful talking to Bob. That's such a kind fellow, let me tell you. Let's go ahead. Bongo Boogie, Express Delivery, Marbles Diner. Interesting. Then we also had Mountain Mingle. Okay, so I see here that it just kind of throws them in here randomly. Jerry Wave, we were just talking about you. It's your time. It's your time to shine, baby. Go ahead and vote on your favorite course. We actually already have a vote for Mountain Mingle, Jer. But if you want another one, here we'll throw in your favorite movie, Frozen. Right in there, brings us up to 5, and I'll throw in one more random called Few Will Survive. I just had a conversation with Bob, a totally live and real conversation with Bob, and Bob is actually thinking that you are going to be the front runner for the Hilo circuit. How do you feel about that? Some people here in chat, even Governor 021, have been saying that this might be your MVP season. Do you have any thoughts, comments, or more? Front runner, baby. This is your year. Yeah. Of course. There's Amber, Jerry Wave, Governor. Doof Doof Badoof brings us up to 5 competitors. Jerry MML 2022. We love the MML. Right here, live on the Hilo Vids channel. Alright. Getting a message typed out from my friend Randall. Oh. Alceith out here grinding out gold. We love to see it. Alright, 5 competitors but 11 viewers. Who are we missing? Get in here, folks. All you gotta do is type exclamation point play. Get yourself your very own marble in our Hilo circuit race. MML race. Slowly but surely. My years of Hilo circuit commentating will fade away, and we'll be left just with sweet MML music. Sweet chin music. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this thing underway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sometimes you gotta light a fire under them. If they know that they're not gonna be able to earn points, they'll come. Don't you worry. I'm guessing 2 more will somehow weasel their way in before. There's Riles, man. Bringing it down to 1 more person is gonna weasel their way in before these 10 seconds are over. I can almost guarantee it. Oh, I guess I lied. Dang. But that's okay. Let's see where we are. We have 7 marble racers hanging out here on Mountain Mingle. This is the first track we did with the return of the Hilo circuit, so it's very interesting to see it return. And it's going to be Woods falling down here was in first place. Looks like it's Doof Doof for Governor, who just barely had the lead getting to the top. But it's going to be Governor, the first to fall, and the first to fall the quickest, it seems, besides maybe Amber and Hilo. Amber is going to be in first, followed by Governor in second, Doof Doof in third, Hilo in fourth, Rouseman in fifth, Jerry sixth, Woods in seventh. But keep in mind that although, there are only 7 positions, and while falling in last might feel like something that you don't want in the Hilo circuit, when there's only 7 competitors, as it turns out, you are actually in a better spot to finish out 7th than just to die in general, because you're still going to be getting points, even though it's a small amount of points. 7 and up are going to be getting points that are going to be moving them around. This Bob character, I don't know them, but they just put a target on Jerry Wave's back, and I'm coming. Governor is going to be trying to take out Jerry Wave during the events of this Grand Prix and beyond. And, currently it seems like it's working. Governor is 2 positions ahead, at least, of Jerry Wave. And unless something wild happens here down in the Comb and the Tumbler, or Comb 2, then, it looks like it may maintain that way. Right now, it seems like everybody should be getting their sights on Hilo Vids, who is moving ahead in first place and going to be the first person to enter the Comb, and the one to successfully navigate it almost flawlessly. Instead, Doof Doof and Amber are getting, oh my goodness, bounced around, and Doof Doof has the opportunity to break away here. Oh, but just barely breaks away and dies. Same with Governor. Governor and Doof Doof. It seems as if Jerry was up to something nefarious there, pushing Governor off the edge. And now, we've been reduced to 5 eligible candidates. We have Hilo Vids, Rilesman, Jerry Wave, Woods, and Amber. Who's going to get caught up in the Comb? Who's going to be able to escape? And is this signs of something that we've never seen before? Jerry entering now into first place, almost prophetically. Bob said, I want Jerry Wave to win. Jerry Wave has now fallen into first. Wow. Followed by Rilesman, 725. This could be Jerry's MVP here. And we're starting to see play at that level. Third place goes to Hilo Vids. Amber just barely falls off and dies here. And it's going to be Woods who nabs 4th place here. And wow, first, second, third, fourth, and for the Hilo circuit, that's going to be an additional 15 points. Bumping Jerry up a little bit. Not quite at main competitor level, but with more races like that, anything could happen. So, we're going to head on to Marble's Diner to see what's going on here. All right. So, come on in, folks. Go ahead and join. This is Marble's Diner. We've seen this one a good few bits here on the channel. This one is famous for flying around a diner where you can see all of these beautiful marbles getting their grub on. I've never actually looked inside this diner before. Kind of interesting to see. Pizza bots. They have little hamburgers, fries, donuts, the whole lot. Pieces of ham, turkey. A wonderful restaurant. And it seems as if we have 2 influencers hanging out here, accepting all sorts of payment and offering even cookie sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches, fries, and other delicacies. It's actually quite beautiful to see. In the meantime, hey, Artemis, how have you been? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a long time, I think, since we've seen you around these parts. Hope you've been doing well. Then we have Rilesman, Governor, Doof Doof Badoof, and everybody else joining, bringing us up to a total of 5. What you been? Oh my goodness! I don't think I've ever seen this before. Are you all seeing this? This is just amazing. Hey, there's Woods bringing us up to a total of 6. Who else can we get? Let's see. Missing just a few marblers. But until that time, hanging in there. Moving this next week, so I'm going to be busy and non-existent. I don't blame you. Moving is painful. And I only can say I know a little bit of that pain because I've been working to pack and get all of my belongings ready up for a move that's coming up for a few weeks for me as well. So right there with you. It's gonna be a lot of fun, of course, the end result, but it's always just the getting there. That's a bit of a slog, a bit of a work. But I'm sure you've got this. Hope you've been having a good time with D&D and such as well. I haven't heard too much about your campaigns as of late, and I'd be dying to see what's going on. So that is all good to see. Final call, folks. We're going to hit ourselves with the lovely Highlands Countdown with the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But of course, you still have time to join us. All you got to do is type !play and a number, and you'll be getting in there in no time. So, all right. Okay. Thank you, Doof. Same here as well. I hope it does go well. Hey, there's KK Fusion. I think you were just barely too late, KK. I'm so sorry for that, but don't worry. We still have a few races. We've got about 4. So there'll be plenty of time to join. What was I going to say? I've been joining some folks in playing a lot of League of Legends lately, and World of Warcraft. And I've did a factory reset on this computer just to clear out some stuff and get it in a better position moving forward. And it was funny because the first thing I downloaded were 3 letters, and it was the letter L for League of Legends, looking at its icon, the letter F for Fortnite, looking at its icon, and the letter W, looking at WoW for World of Warcraft for its icon. So I'm actually kind of excited. We used to play WoW Classic, and we did a few streams for WoW Classic in the past. And I consider doing them again, but I'm kind of just enjoying taking some time and just playing a game, not feeling as if I need to show everybody all of my progress there. But I've been playing that with Rilesman and Governor, myself. I'm trying to think who else. Joel, Resident Android. Let's see. Playing that with Lucas, Brooks, a few of our other League of Legends friends, and just general school friends and so on. But if anybody does play and is looking to join, sort of like a raid slash, just sort of like a guild or raid guild or whatever, you're more than welcome to join us. Back to the marbles. It seems as if we finally made it through around the bend, and we have Doof Doof Badoof in first, followed by Artemis in second. Third place goes to either Woods or Rilesman, depending on if you're Team Woods or Team Jerry, I suppose. And then we have Highlands and Governor still caught up here. Highlands just definitely taking his time. Wow. There is a little bit of a race between Doof Doof Badoof and Artemis. It seems as if they're both going to go into the same funnel here and go down the course, and it's essentially going to be who... Oh, wow! Well, Rilesman and Woods actually took a fast track, made it down to the bottom lane, and Woods and Rilesman are booking it ahead, where Woods is going to skip this turntable completely and make it all the way to the end for first place. I thought that was going to go completely differently, but now it's just a matter of seeing, can Rilesman get through the water wheel first? Seems like he can for a second place. Then Artemis, the same. Artemis is going to grab third. And it's going to be Doof Doof, Governor, and Highlands. The 3 is still yet to finish. All we need from Doof Doof is to get through the water wheel. And it seems like it finally happened, nabbing 4th place. Then Hilo and Governor. Governor did get caught up right in the center of the labyrinth, waiting for a Minotaur to come in and chop his head off. Wow, looks like Hilo is going to use that lead to really book it ahead. But look at the spin. It's like Gyro Zeppeli up in here with the amount of spin that we've got here on that ball. It's going to be Hilo Vids in 5th. And then, whenever the time is right, Governor's going to fall into 6th place and finish this Grand Prix altogether. But take your time. There's absolutely no rush here, except for the fact that it's a race. But I won't tell anybody. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, successfully navigated around that very small gap. Finally made it to the end. And of course, we have our first place going to Woods, second place Riles Band, third Artemis, fourth Doof Doof But Doof, fifth Hilo Vids, sixth Governor. So, welcome everybody. On to race number 3. This is the final race in the first half of this competition. And then we're going to see what's going on after that. So, let's go ahead, get everybody in here. Just type exclamation point play and a number. Also, Chris, I'm so sorry. Chris knew. I didn't even see the notification for the follow. So thank you for the follow, Chris, if you're still out there. Come join us every Sunday. We do marbles Sunday night, 8 p.m. EST. We are a little late tonight because of some just setup things that we had to get done. There we go, KK, making it in for a total of 7 viewers so far. And now, who are we missing? We got Amber, we got Artemis, we got Doof Doof, we got Riles Man, we got Governor, we got KK. Maybe missing Woods and Riles Man. Seems as if those are 2 competitors that could bring us back up to 9. And trying to think who else was out there. There's Riles Man. How's WoW going, Riley? How's League going, Woods? I think that's what y'all are playing. Might pop in for a game or 2 of either after this. Oh, you can't really play a game of WoW, but you could do a little bit of Lebanon. For the Horde! Yes, sir. Could play a game of Hearthstone. But all right. There's Julie PTC as well, bringing us up to a total of 8 competitors. And I like to see it. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course, light the fire, and they will come. 25 seconds remaining. My guess is that we'll get one more. I don't know who it's going to be, actually. My gut says it'd be Woods, but I have a feeling it's going to be someone else. Get one more before those 5 seconds are up. Ooh, or not. Was I completely wrong? Were those memories implanted in my brain inside of this strange tech lab that we see here? Jerry Wave did issue the command, but I do not know if Jerry was able to get in. It looks like just a few seconds late. And instead, Jerry's going to be sitting on the sidelines for this match here. It's going to be Amber 311 in first place, followed by KK Fusion, Doof Doof Badoof, and Hilo Vids. Make it down the funnel. Then we have Julie PTC, Artemis, Governor, and Riles Man. Riles Man is, oh my goodness, Riles Man. Oh, Riles Man was having some troubles getting out of that first contraption, but finally made it here. For some reason, I look at this thing, the shadow that sits on the edge of this funnel, and I think Eggman, but I know it's like, I know that is, I don't know. That kind of looks like Eggman, right? Like Dr. Eggman from the Sonic games. I don't know what's going on. Amber, hey, first place, breaking some blocks and surging ahead. Oh no! If there was a micrometer of difference than these two, then Amber might be able to get through. But KK actually fell through one of the portals that sent him off to their demise. And that leaves 7 competitors remaining. Oh, goodness. Governor gaining speed. Where did Governor go? Governor also sent through the portal, sent straight to his demise, bringing us up to 6 competitors remaining. Julie was launched into the air. Let's see. Where's Julie going to land? Oh, my goodness. Oh, barely. Just barely. Fell off of Snake Way and went to her demise as well, bringing us down to 5 competitors. Oh boy, Amber, Artemis, Doof Doof, Hilo Vids, and Riles Man. Riles Man, slow and steady, might just win this race here, as everybody else is slowly dying. Speaking of, yeah, it doesn't, well, I guess we probably have a finisher there for Hilo Vids and Doof Doof. So then it's just Amber, who just died, and now Artemis, going to be nabbing 3rd place on the podium as there are no major obstacles remaining. And now, really, it's ultimately just a question of can Riles Man 725, Riles Man 2000, can the Trundle Jungle get through and finish the competition? Or is Riles Man going to be stuck to hanging out in the combs forever? Time will tell. Seems as if he's getting a nice catapult. Catapult? That doesn't sound right. Slingshot? I think I was thinking slingshot. I mean, he was kind of trebucheted, but oh my goodness, that would have been an insane maneuver to jump straight from down there into this top lane. But alas, it did not happen. Shout out to the 3 competitors that finished: Hilo Vids, Doof Doof Badoof, and Artemis. And now we get to go on to Bongo Boogie. The name of this course certainly brings me joy. This is Bongo Boogie, which we can get everybody in here. Hilo Vids, Artemis have joined so far. There's everybody else. We've got Artemis, Doof Doof Badoof, Governor, KK Fusion, Amber, Julie PTC, Woods, Rilesman, and myself, bringing us up to a total of 9 competitors. Excellent, folks. Let's see. This is Bongo Boogie. I think this one is... Yeah, this is a fairly short course. Except, where are the bongos? There they are. These little things are musical notes that when you click on them, step on them, you're actually going to launch up into the air, and it's going to make a little music note. This one is notorious for having people, I believe it's this one, get caught up in these little areas here, because these boosts sometimes aren't strong enough to get you over the hill. So, let's see what's happening here. We have, everybody is making it down to the bottom of the pachinko machine. I don't have a better name to call these things, other than, like, that's a pachinko machine, right? Like, I would guess so. Oh, listen to those beautiful bongo notes as everybody flies into the air. And 7 of our 9 competitors, 8, 9, now, Plinko, I vibe with that. I vibe with either one. Because there's also that game that came out. What's that game that I can think of? Peggle. I think that's genuinely what I'm thinking of, but I think I'm just thinking of other P-based words. Like, pterodactyl. Alright, let's see here. More bongo sounds. We're making sweet, beautiful marble music. I do not know how Governor 021, it seems as if all of those words against the MML are now coming right back against him, as there's been a little bit of censorship, and Governor is being tossed off the edge. Hilo Vids and Doof Doof Badoof make the casualties on this map 3. Artemis makes them 4, and then everybody else, Amber, Woods, Rilesman, KK Fusion, Julie PTC, did make it to the end, and we had 4 casualties and 5 finishers. Now, we move on to Rilesman's favorite movie, Frozen. And it's really going to be a competition to see is, I don't know, I felt like I had a good joke there. I was going to make some lead-in joke about, like, you know, like, is Rilesman going to be able to hold on to his lead moving into this next race, or is he going to let it go? But, you know, that's really all I got. How much longer am I going to go for? I'm actually, after this Grand Prix, so about 2 more races, I am going to be wrapping up for the evening. I just had some other things that I've got to prep for, and just kind of chill out for a bit, because I've got to wake up early for work tomorrow. So, yeah, I started late. That's on my bad, but shorter stream tonight. Next week should be a full-time stream, probably 2 to 3 hours. But this one, more about the 1.5 to 2 range. All right. 6 competitors: Artemis, Hilo Vids, Governor, Rilesman, Doof Doof Badoof, and KK Fusion, all hanging out here. Let's go ahead and get this thing underway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you still want to join, you certainly can. Just type !play. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and launch this thing off. Launch it off all right. So there's Julie PTC, bringing us up to 7 competitors. We've got about 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds up. Who is going to get gold here on Frozen? So the specialty of Frozen comes down to these snowflake-based combs here that are just going to be doing sweeps to knock out everybody. They're actually a lot easier to get through than the regular combs, as they have many more gaps. No worries, Amber, than the regular. But then this course is also notorious for having these large spikes and bumps, which can slow down competitors unless they take the outside lanes. And then, of course, just lots of twists and turns. Here we see two of our WoW champions, Rylesman and Hilo, making it through, followed by Governor, who also plays WoW, and Artemis, who is big into D&D. So it seems as if the RPG folks are really booking it ahead, while Julie PTC, KK Fusion, and Doof Doof Badoof are just a smidge behind. It'll be interesting to note. Rylesman is the first to take this boost and is going to be the first to run into some stalactite. Let's see. Stalagmite. I think it's mite are the ones that hang from above. Stalagmite shards with the poor potential to die. And it seems like that did lock him up a little bit, because Hilo, who was previously in second, was able to find a way around and snuck into first place. So it seems as if we have Hilo in first, followed by Rylesman in second, Artemis in third, Governor now in fourth over on the left side, and then KK Fusion, Doof Doof Badoof, and Chuli PTC still trying to figure out where to go from here. But again, racing is all a game of speed, folks. And as we see here, if you can preserve that speed, then you're going to be just fine. If you can't, or if you lose control of it, you're going to fly off the edge, just like we saw Julie PTC do there. Hilo and Rylesman making this a little bit more of a competitive race, followed by Governor. All three of them over here taking the right side. And then it's just a solo Artemis way over there on the left, who is just barely in fourth place. But it seems as if Artemis was getting, very stuck up by all of these spikes here. Seems as if that was slowing Artemis down a good bit. But now almost moving Artemis into sixth place, were it not for Doof Doof Badoof, who is now just rounding the bend, just like everybody else here. All right. Hilovids and Rylesman are going to escape the snowflake, whereas Governor is just going to get swept away in the snowstorm. KK Fusion and Artemis are now approaching the similar place where Governor is for that shot at third place. Whereas it's Doof Doof, who is just unable to recover. But again, hey, getting sixth is still going to be worth some points here, so that's exciting. Hilovids is going to finish up first. And then we can go back here to see, Artemis has now overtaken Rylesman and Governor. And it looks like unless something big stands in Artemis's way, like these big spikes are standing in Rylesman's way, then Artemis is going to grab second place, followed by a potential Governor third place finish. Yep, and then a Rylesman fourth place. And now, I've been talking lots of trash about Doof Doof, but hey, we're looking at something amazing here, as Doof Doof was just holding it all in just to flex on KK Fusion, and now Doof Doof Badoof has entered into fifth place, and it is a battle for last. Maybe I spoke too soon, but maybe not. Hey, anything could happen here in these last final moments, but it really looks like it's going to be KK Fusion in fifth, followed by Doof Doof Badoof landing in sixth place overall. So congratulations to all of our competitors for getting a nice finish here and grabbing some points. Looking at the Hilo circuit, 15 points to the winner, Hilovids, 12 to Artemis, 10 to Governor, Rylesman nabbing another 7, KK Fusion nabbing 4 points there, and then Doof Doof Badoof with another 3, which all of these are good points. Keep that in mind. Over the span of a very long time, we're going to see all kinds of title changes throughout the circuit. So now we get to move on to our final race for the evening. This is our Few Will Survive. So hey, if the name of the race suggests anything, this will be a very short one, and we'll all be on our way very soon. So be sure to get in here, folks, for the final race. 7 competitors so far. We have Doof Doof Badoof, Artemis, Julie PTC, Amber, Governor, KK Fusion, North E, just now making it right towards the end. Welcome, North E. And Riles Man as well, popping in here. Time to get super serious. This is the race you want to grab first place on. The races have been good. I started stream a little bit late because I did a factory reset of the studio's computer today. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So we've been kind of working on that, but we're getting. I had to reset up all my scenes, so like everything looks ever so slightly off because they're kind of in the same place, but not really. And I accidentally exported my OBS profile as opposed to my OBS scenes collection, so that was kind of cringe on my part. But hey, here we are. We made it here in the end. Let's go ahead and begin our final race. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you still would like to join, you certainly can. You have 25 seconds to do so. How have you been, Northie? You'll have to go back and watch the VOD. We got a message from Bob. We called Bob and had a good conversation about the MML and everything that's been going on. So the Hilo circuit is live and well, let me tell you. All right, here we are off. Let's see. Who is going to make it down to the bottom of the funnel first? Doof Doof Badoof and KK Fusion are sick and tired of the slander I was giving them last week. Or not last week, but last race. So it looks like KK Fusion and Doof Doof Badoof are going to sneak right on ahead. And hopefully have the opportunity to win here. But knowing Doof Doof Badoof's record, Doof Doof Badoof is probably going to die here somehow. It's just a matter of when, almost. Especially on a map called Few Will Survive. It makes the most sense, I would say. Oh, a nice little nudge from the comb. But, ooh, Hilo Vids is still barreling ahead in first place. It's crazy how Hilo Vids has been able to just absolutely dominate since we started this event. Like, I feel like Hilo's been getting first in a lot of races. Oh, Doof 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 is able to keep the speed. Artemis actually found the shortcut here. And, oh my goodness, if the the basket were ready to catch, then Artemis would have nabbed first here. But Artemis was just a little too fast and ended up in last place, technically. First death, also. And is joining Hilo Vids. Absolutely. Just straight up retiring. Doof Doof Badoof, in a shocking twist of events, Doof Doof nabs second place. Doesn't actually die. Again, really just defying the odds and going against all my slander. And Riles Man, Governor, everybody's dying. It's really just a matter to see, is North E going to get caught? No. Wow. You know, ultimately, few did survive, and that was a very short race, nabbing some good points for KK Fusion and Doof Doof Doof. I believe that is 10 and 12, respectively. So, let's go ahead and check out to see, is the podium going to work this time? Yes, it is. Excellent. The podium did exactly its job. Again, we have no way of telling who actually won that race, but we can take a look at the Hilo circuit standings to see where everybody stands at the end of technically week 1 of competition, since we lost all of our saves last time. So let's see here. In first place, doesn't matter because Hilo Vids is not an official competitor. Second place, we have Governor with 71 points. Wow. Third place, we have Woods with 65 points, only after 8 races. Incredible to see. Fourth place, we have Amber after 12 races, 64 points. Doof Doof Badoof in 5th with 59. That, of course, is Doof Doof Badoof is Bob's favorite, potentially to be MVP during this season. Then we have Julie PTC, we have KK Fusion, Rilesman725, Artemis, Chris, The Lazy Gamer, Jerry Wave, Krypton, and North E. But notice here that Jerry Wave has a perfect 1 of 1 win. 100 win percentage for Jerry Wave. Of every race that Jerry's competed in, Jerry has won first place. That is astounding. Shout out to Jerry Wave for getting it all going. And be on the lookout for Jerry Wave as we continue. So, that actually brings us to the end of today's stream. It's going to be a little bit shorter, and I apologize. I apologize in advance for the shorter stream. But this gives me the wonderful opportunity to tell you all about my next stream, which is something that I've been preparing and looking forward to for a little bit of time. This is our friend lock. This Wednesday, my friends and I are finally going to be starting a friend lock, which, if you are unfamiliar with the term, essentially, it is a Pokemon Nuzlocke. If you're unfamiliar with the term, we're going to do this recursively. A Pokemon Nuzlocke is a challenge run in which your Pokemon, essentially, if they faint, they are dead. You remove them from the party, you put them in a box, you do something with them, but you can't use them anymore. And it is a challenge to, you also only get one count, or one capture per route, and, in doing that, you are essentially creating this challenge where you have to go through and have the least amount of your Pokemon die as humanly possible, and then make sure that, and work with the Pokemon that you're grabbing sort of throughout their game. What's also cool about, what we're going to be doing is that it's going to be randomized, so, which means all of the Pokemon on the route going to be completely random. All the Pokemon that gym leaders have, it's going to be completely random. I'm not doing that today, Northie. That's going to be Wednesday. Wednesday, 8 p.m. EST. And essentially, so that's the idea of a Nuzlocke. But what is a friend lock? Is that essentially every Pokemon I capture is going to be handed off to and controlled by one of my friends who has signed up to compete with me. We've been playing a little bit of Pokemon lately, and just like Pokemon Showdown, battles, etc. Getting fairly good, fairly okay, but I am solely the trainer, and my dear friends are, it sounds horribly strange to say, but they're going to be the Pokemon. They get to choose what moves they learn, they get to choose what moves they use in combat, they get to choose, essentially, they completely are that Pokemon. So anything I suggest, they could have the option to say no. They could choose if they want to evolve, if they don't want to evolve, and etc., etc. So I'm really looking forward to that. I gotta figure out how I want to display all that information, get some good stream layout stuff going for that. I'm gonna figure it out. We'll have a lot of fun there, and we'll be doing that on Wednesday. So I hope you're ready. I'm ready. And we will sort of go from there, tackle it, kind of continue like that. In the meantime, thank you all for coming out. I will see you all very, very soon. And again, it was a little bit of a shorter stream today, but had some unforeseen circumstances that we figured out, we fixed. And I am going to be looking forward to the next one. So, adios, gamers. Have a wonderful evening.